Hello everyone. Today I will be telling you guys a story about a guy who is on the 28th floor of a building in California when a psychopath breaks into the building and lights the building on fire. Enjoy the story. The guy, Chuck, is 32 years old. He works in an office building for an insurance company. His job is pretty boring but he enjoys it. It is just another day in the office. Everyone goes home for the day but Chuck had some stomach issues so he had to stay late that day to make up for the time he spent in the bathroom. He was the only one in the building. The psychopath who lit the building on fire purposely tried to do it when no one was in the building. He didn't want to kill anyone but he wanted to burn the building down because one time he bumped his knee inside the building and he wanted revenge. He took a match, threw it into the lobby, then left. When Chuck finished his work that day, he was ready to go home but he smelled smoke. It didn't take him long to realize what happened and he got really scared. He told himself to stay calm though. On the 28th floor, the smell of smoke was super strong and Chuck knew he couldn't go down or else he would inhale too much smoke. He had one choice: to go up. The building was 50 floors high and the smoke and fire was rising fast so Chuck had to hurry. He was smart enough not to try the elevator so he took the stairs. Fortunately for Chuck, he was in shape. It took him about 10 minutes to make it to the top of the building. Now he was on the roof, outside. He was happy to be out of immediate danger but knew that the fire and smoke was still rising. He had no clue what to do but then realized he would have to do the unthinkable. On the roof, there was another building, about 5 feet away. Chuck would have to jump from the roof of the building he was on 5 feet across to the other building. The problem was, if he didn't make the jump, he would fall about 500 feet down, which would mean an immediate death. Chuck decided to just rip off the band-aid and jump. He was about to jump when he realized he should get a running head start. He walked back as far as possible then starting running towards the gap. Just before he was about to jump he tripped on something that he didn't see and fell instead of jumped. He flew forward 4 feet and grabbed the top of the building but was hanging on with his hands. At this point he was scared shitless. He didn't look down because he knew that would be very dumb. All he could do was use all of his strength to pull himself up onto the building. Thankfully, he did it. When he got to the roof of the building, he lay down and rested, relieved. But Chuck wasn't totally in the clear yet. The fire started to make its way to the top of the building so Chuck had to get the hell out of there fast. Just before he was about to leave the roof and go down, he saw the fire spread to the building he was on. On his way down, he pulled the fire alarm and everyone else fled the building too. Finally, Chuck made it out of the building, and everyone else did as well. Everyone ran as far as possible and then both buildings burnt down a few hours later. Also, security cameras caught the arsonist who lit the building on fire and he was sentenced to death by drowning. The date that this happened was on December 25th and people remember this day as 12/25. Also, security cameras saw Chuck pull the fire alarm and Chuck was rewarded $1 million. He also got a promotion in his job. From that day forward, Chuck was recognized as a hero. The end.